Hi everybody, this is David Kino with Value Charts, and this is the free video for Friday, November 20th, 2015. So I'm looking at the Amazon stock, AMZN, on a 1-minute chart. I'm still trying to fine-tune my entry and exits with the MQ pivot trend indicator. And again, I've said this a couple times, the trends in the individual stocks have an interesting behavior that every once in a while, when we're trading levels, it's actually a little bit easier at times to utilize horizontal price levels, mainly because the movement is contained within an established trading period. So what I pay attention to is the type of pivot it is, if it's neutral, if it's bearish, if it's bullish, those kind of things, and how they relate to each other. I still pay attention to the price point, where the pivot is, the points of inflection. Because like in this case, Amazon right here, this is a neutral pivot, bearish pivot, bearish pivot. So I know this is in a downtrend. Now, based on the movement and the timing that we normally use in the markets, in the trading room, we actually can see that this is about the time where we get a reversal, when we have a consistent move in one direction since the open. So looking at this reversal and the fact that this was one pivot here, and when price comes down to make this pivot right here, you can easily see this is an inverse head and shoulders. Here's the downward momentum, bearish pivot. Here's a neutral pivot. Okay, at this point, you're looking at that. Well, I just went from neutral to bearish to neutral, so I'm changing the trend. I can look at the indicator, the MQ momentum indicator, and say, my goodness, that is a huge difference between the two. Now, you can even make money and take a position based on the fact that you're seeing this coming down. You know that this downward momentum probably won't carry you to this level, and it will be shallower than the first. So you know that this is already starting to be a right shoulder kind of move. So you can enter right here, and that would be a nice move right below 660. You can see how it goes up to 665 and possibly even higher. So that's a 5-point move. Another way to use it is to place it right here, right around where you would think the neckline would be. Okay, now you could do it on a horizontal basis, or you can connect the neckline like this with a trend line from this high to this high, and then once we start to break above it, right around here, you can enter, and it would carry you higher. Now that would get you in roughly 661 and carry you to 665. So either way, at 660 here or 665 upon the break of the neckline, it carries you right up to 665. Very smooth move. And you get confirmation because this is neutral, 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 bullish, bullish, bullish. Now again, you're watching for the end of this move. Okay, you go bullish, bullish, neutral. Okay, that's a very good place to get out of a bullish trade, and that's 665.5. Okay, then you go from bullish, bullish, neutral, bearish, bearish, neutral. So you see where this is all kind of choppy, and potentially a rounding pattern, and then here you go to the downside. Okay, so Amazon, a lot of trading opportunities in a relatively contained sort of day, but an ability to make roughly, profits on a $4 to $5 move here in the middle of the morning, and then that can easily be $400 a contract. So trading success using pivots is very possible on an intraday basis, using a 1 to 2 minute time frame. Thank you.